Good morning, I'm Faye Thompson. This morning we're going to do another family recipe, an apricot meringue pie. We're going to use dried apricots, so we're just going to dump them in a little saucepan. 1.5 cups of water. So we're going to put this on the stove, and we're not going to cover it, and we're going to bring it to a boil and reduce the heat and cook for about 10 minutes until these are soft. I'll bring them to a boil and then we'll turn the stove down and start timing it. I won't time it until we get them up to a boil, and we'll start timing them. I really like dried apricots. When I make fried pies, I use apricots. Dried peaches are hard to get in the markets now. I know I went the other day and was going to make some fried pies for my son-in-law, and couldn't find any peaches, but apricot tastes almost like the peach. So anyway, I think a pie made out of apricots is good. Our apricots are boiling now. We're going to reduce the heat a little bit on them, and we're going to watch them and cook those for 10 minutes, and we'll see if they're soft enough. If they're not, we may cook them a little longer. Our apricots have cooked now, and we're going to put 2 1/4 cups of sugar in them. There's 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, very little. Okay, we've got the cornstarch and the sugar and the salt mixed in with the apricots, and we're going to put this in the stove for about a minute or 2 until it melts. We have our apricots, we mixed our sugar, cornstarch, and salt with it, and we just want to cook it for a few minutes. Now we're going to take that off the oven. We're going to have to get egg yolks in the apricot mixture, and then we're going to have to get our egg whites ready for the meringue. And I don't want to take a chance on mixing any yolk or anything in there with them, so I'm going to separate them like this beforehand. A lot of people do this every time they cook eggs, but most of the time I have such good luck with eggs I don't have to do it. But I don't want to take a chance on if you get any part of that yolk in that egg white, the meringue won't do good. So, I mean, it's a little bitty dab. It may shock you. We're getting some double yolks here. Okay, we got all our egg whites now, and they're fine. We're ready to beat up. We're going to beat the egg yolks up, and I'm going to put a little of this mixture over here. It's hot in this, and beat it in the eggs, because if you pour all those egg yolks in that hot mixture, it will mess them up. They look like scrambled eggs. So we want to put a little in there and get them kind of used to being hot. I think it's about right. We got to bring this to a boil and cook it 1 more minute. Okay, we're adding the last 2 tablespoons of butter to this. You know, it's all right. You're not going to be able to get that real creamy, and it's okay if you don't. It will be good with a, you know, a lot of times you'll eat peach recipes and have peaches like that in it. That's what this is going to do. We're pouring the apricot mixture in the pie crust now. We're going to do our meringue to go on the apricot pie. We got 4 egg whites in here. Got to beat them up till they get a soft peach. We're going to sprinkle just a little bit of salt. You don't need much. We'll put a little bit of cream of tartar. I'd say about a 1/2 teaspoon. Now we're ready to put our marshmallow cream in. And I just kind of guess it is for 4 eggs. I'd use about, this is a 7 ounce. I'd say I'd use 3 or 4 ounces of it for these 4 egg whites. That's probably all we need. See, and then you don't use sugar. This is usually very successful meringue if you have your eggs right. You have to have them at room temperature, no egg yolks, no grease of any kind near them. All of those things make a difference, and that's your meringue. I'm going to put some baking pan up under it in case it leaks. We want to always be sure when you're making a meringue on a pie this way to seal the edges. Carry it all around until you know they're all edges are closed in. You don't want any of that edge showing. Not the crust. I'm talking about the filling. Okay, we got it sealed now. Here, when you put this, you got plenty of meringue, you can do your top with the little pits on it like that. I think it's pretty. Okay, I'm going to put this apricot pie on a little baking pan because it was so full, I don't want it to run over in my oven, so that'll have to cook about 20-25 minutes. Now that our apricot pie is finished, we had a timer set on this, and the timer didn't go off, so it got this brown. It's a little bit too brown, but it's not brown enough it's going to hurt the taste of it. So I hope you do try this apricot meringue pie, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope to see you on another video. Thank you for watching.